Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Are you looking to save some money at Harbor Freight this weekend? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. That's why I labeled it the Harbor Freight Super Savings Weekend 9/13/2024. We have some really awesome savings going on right now with some of these super coupons at Harbor Freight. This entire weekend, Harbor Freight is giving you some great savings on some certain items. That's why we're going to be covering items that you should be buying this weekend at Harbor Freight because there's some good coupons here. Actually, some of the times they're not good. This time there are some pretty good savings if it happens to be something that you're looking for. So from 9/13 Friday all the way to Sunday 9/15, you can pop into Harbor Freight and take advantage of these coupons. And if you want to find the coupons, there you go. You know exactly where they are. Head on over there and you can see all these coupons anytime you like. So anyway, let's get into these items. They're actually pretty good items. Now, these are not no exclusions coupons. These are exclusionary coupons. You can only get the items that are on these coupons, but they have some pretty good deals. Like, for example, these items right here. You're looking at any single Bauer or Hercules corded polisher or buffer. Now that's very clear right there. It has to be corded, it can't be cordless, and it has to be a Bauer or a Hercules. It can't be a Warrior, Central Machinery, whatever other names they may have. It has to be one of these two guys, and everybody can save 40% off on these guys, which is a decent savings. That's not too bad. If you happen to be an ITC member, you get an extra 5% off. So 45% off for Inside Track Club members. They keep making it more enticing for you to become an Inside Track Club member, don't they? I've had some of you guys comment on that before, and yes, every single time they keep giving you a little bit of a nudge trying to get you to join the Inside Track Club. I know what they're doing. All right, let's look at some of these other guys. Now, if you happen to be looking for a Bauer or Hercules corded grinder or sander, there you go. They give you the drywall sander too. That classifies as a sander. So a paddle switch or a slide switch or any one of those grinders or sanders, whether it happens to be a Bauer or a Hercules, you can save yourself 30%. That's a pretty good savings. If you're an Inside Track Club member, you get 35% off. And like I said, these are not no exclusion coupons. You have to stick to what is in the coupon. You can't go outside of this. But they don't really have many exclusions on here at all. It's just that you can't transfer it. You can't use it with other coupons, all that kind of stuff. It is only one coupon per day, but you can come back many times. Like I always say, you can go to different stores or come back as often as you want. And it's easy to do for small items like this. Now, these bigger items like the Yukons or the US General, I don't think you're going to be going from store to store to get different ones of these guys because they're pretty big and heavy and bulky. But here's another coupon for you. If you're looking for any Yukon, US General, or Icon storage, there you go. 10% off for everyone and 15% off for Inside Track Club members. And that's not too bad. They're all included in there. The Yukon, the US General, and the Icon. And obviously we know the Yukon are the cheapest one. US General's in the middle of the road, and then the Icon is the most expensive one. But obviously the more it costs, the more you save. So that's pretty good in that respect. So for you Icon guys who don't get discounts very often, here you go. 10%. That I think it's probably one of the biggest savings that we've seen on some Icon storage cabinets in quite a long time. So that's pretty decent for you guys. And the Yukons and the US General, there you go. Pick and choose whatever it is that you like. You have all the different sizes, colors, shapes, and stuff like that available. And it's only one item. You can only get one item. So if you want to get a roll cab, then you want to get a hutch and something like that, then you may want to take advantage of going multiple times and getting different objects. You know, the bottom one, the mid, the top, all that kind of stuff. So depends on what you want to get. It has to be a storage product, not just any random US General or Yukon or item product that they have there. Has to be a storage product. Got to keep that in mind. They are being very specific on these coupons. And here we go on to the Quinn. But anyway, before we get too far into this video, do me a great big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you stay informed every time I bring you one of these great money-saving coupons for Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Amazon, Lowe's, or any other great place that I can find to save you guys some money. By hitting that subscribe button, you get it as soon as it comes out instead of missing out, and you might get this a week or two later. Alright, so if you want to get some Quinn hand tools, you're in luck. Here you go with any single Quinn hand tool. Now obviously when it says hand tool, it means an entire kit as well. It doesn't mean one wrench or one socket. You don't have to be that literal about it. But if you want to get yourself one of these socket sets or some wrenches by themselves or some of these torque wrenches or any of this kind of stuff, whatever has the Quinn label on it, you can save yourself 30%. Now, you notice that they did not put on there Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is completely excluded. So it has to be a Quinn. That is the only one that you can use this coupon on. But you can get 30% off. That's not too bad. 30% off is a decent savings on that. And for the Inside Track Club people, you can get 35% off. And I'm just labeling off a couple of different things you can get on there, but I'm sure some of you guys can use your imagination and you can comment down below and tell me all the different things that you want to get from the Quinn. Whatever it is that you want to get, if it's a hand tool, feel free to get it. You're more than welcome to use this coupon and save yourself 30% off. Now let's look at some stuff for your garage. Any single floor jack or jack stand product. Now, it doesn't say any name on here. That's a funny thing. They are showing you Daytona products, but it doesn't say a name. It says any single floor jack or jack stand. So that means you can get yourself a Daytona or a Pittsburgh or any other name that they may have. I don't think they have any icons, but whatever. You know what I mean. Any name that they have because it's not spelled out there. So any kind of jack stand, any size you want, any price, any label, anything, jack stands or jack, you're free to save yourself 15% off on any one of those guys, which is not too bad. I mean, like the Daytona jacks, they can get pretty expensive. You're talking $200, $300, $400. 15% of that is a good savings. And then 20% off for all Inside Track Club people. Now, how about if you want a welder or a plasma cutter? Any single welder or plasma cutter. Again, no name on there. As you can see, all three of them are listed right there. Your cheapy little Chicago Electric, your Titanium, and your Vulcan all included. Now, obviously it says welder or plasma cutter. No helmets, no electrodes, no magnets, no wire, none of that stuff. None of the accessories are included, only the machines themselves. That's all you can buy with these coupons. But you can save yourself 20% on these guys right now, which again, it's not a bad deal. So 20%, that's a decent savings compared to some of the stuff we've seen over the past few weeks. And if you're an Inside Track Club member, you get yourself 25% off. Now, I know a lot of times, I'm just going to make a little comment here. I know a lot of times, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not going to pay for that membership. There's no way I'm giving them my money. Well, I'm just going to make a comment here and say, think about it for a moment. It doesn't matter to me if you become an ITC member or not, but if you're going to get an expensive item, I think the ITC membership right now is $40 for a year. So think about it. If you're going to get an expensive item and you're going to save yourself more than $40, it may be worth it. If you're going to save 50, 60, 100 or more, might be worth it to put down $40 and get a bigger savings. I'm just throwing it out there. That way you can think about it and you can obviously become a member right there at the register. They make it super easy for you. At the register, they'll take your money and you can become a member right there and take advantage of the savings right there. There is no waiting period. So if it saves you more money, I say it might be worth considering it, and then you can always let it lapse after the year is all done. And here we go with some Hardy gloves. Any single Hardy gloves, mechanic, nitrile, leather, and more. And see, this is why I told you the last video that I did, I say don't buy the nitrile gloves. They were way too expensive. You see, this is exactly why. I told you a week or two later they would come cheaper, didn't I? Well, here is the proof right there. If you want some nitrile gloves, if you want to get the 5 mil, the 7 mil, the 9 mil, whatever you want to get, 40% off is a whole heck of a lot better than the coupon that they put out last week. That was not a good coupon at all. That was too expensive. So any of the gloves that you want, 40% off right now for everyone, 45% off for Inside Track Club members. And how about if you want to go off-roading or doing some stuff off-road? Here you go with any single Badlands winch or off-road product. The small utility winch, the big winches right there, all sorts of cargo carriers and stuff like that for you utility trailers and all that kind of stuff, all sorts of outdoor stuff. I'm not very familiar with all the outdoor stuff and so forth, but if you are, you can take advantage of it. If it says Badlands on it, you can take advantage of any of that stuff and save yourself 20% off. Inside Track Club members, you get 25% off. Now, if you want to do some cleaning up of your yard around your house and so forth, and you want to use an Atlas product, well, here you go. They haven't been on sale the past few weeks. They have not been. They've been very, very lacking for quite a while now. So if you've been looking to build up your outdoor collection of Atlas products, here you go. It says any single Atlas outdoor power equipment. Now, I don't know if that would include the batteries as well. That's something you may want to bring up at the store. Ask the clerk, ask the manager, ask anybody, does this coupon include batteries? If it does, let us know, comment down below if you happen to get one of those, and that way everybody will know. It does or does not include the battery. So help out your fellow viewers here and make sure everybody else knows what you got, what you didn't get, and what you could get or what you were restricted on. Help everybody else know what's going on. So if you've been looking for some Atlas products, there you go. Blower, chainsaw, weed whacker, lawnmowers, all sorts of stuff. 15% off on those guys right now. And the lawnmowers are pretty expensive, even though they're not shown there. They do include that because that is an outdoor power equipment. 15% off for everyone, 20% off for Inside Track Club members. And right here, if you happen to need any single pump, there you need a water pump or trash pump or any of that kind of stuff, any single pump, 20% off for everyone, 25% off for Inside Track Club members. So there you have it, guys. That's all the coupons that we have right now available at Harbor Freight for this weekend. Take advantage of it. Get as many things as you can and save yourself some money. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.